School Publishing's online video tutorials. Today we're doing page 74 and 75 of the elementary book, and we're learning about the dotted crotchet. So we know what a crotchet is. That's a 1 count note, just the coloured in one with the stem. And what we're going to do today is put a dot next to that note, so it becomes now a dotted crotchet. So a dot placed next to a note increases its value by half of whatever its value is. So for example, let's take a minim, which we've learnt before. A minim is 2 counts. If we put a dot next to that minim, the dot is worth half of whatever the minim is. So the minim is 2, so half of 2 is 1. So a dotted minim is 3 counts altogether. So a dotted crotchet is a crotchet, which is worth 1 count. The dot is worth half of whatever this is. So half of 1 is a half. So when we put the dot next to it, it adds up to 1 1/2. So a dotted crotchet gets 1 1/2 counts. This is how we count that out. So first of all, there's a picture of a dotted crotchet. You can see the dot placed beside the note. It's never above or below. It must always be written on the right-hand side. The counting we write as 1, 2, and 3, 4. So we hold this on for 1, 2, and then the and, we clap the quaver, and then 3 and 4. I remember I had trouble with this with a student because as a student I looked at that and thought, well, we're giving the crotchet 2 counts and we should only be giving it 1 1/2. But what I teach my students now is that as soon as we say 2 and, or 1 and, or 3 and, what we're doing is we're dividing that count into 2 halves. So when we say 1, 2, and 3, 4, both of these are worth a half each. We've divided that beat into 2 pieces. So it's 1, half, half, 1, 1. So what we're really doing is giving it a full count here, and this is only worth, the 2 is only worth a half a count. And the other half, the and, goes to that note there. So I'll show you how we clap this out. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again, so it's 1, 2, and 3, 4. It's not rushed. Sometimes students will sort of try to make it really quick because they think that quaver note has to be fast. And it's not 1, 2, and 3, 4. It's just 1, 2, and 3, 4. Nice and even. 1, 2, and 3, 4. The second example over there is pretty much the same. It's 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Make sure you just show the pulse of the second beat. On the opposite page here, we have some counting to write in there. So just use the examples as they are over here, write in your counting, and then learn to clap and count that out loud for your teacher. Okay, off you go.